Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are not new. Thank you for visiting me again. If you don't know who I am, my name is Irene and I am an Italian language tutor. Today we are going to dive a little bit deeper into the Italian grammar. Today we are going to be talking about the negative sentences and the questions. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Before I start though, let me know that you do appreciate these videos by leaving a like, commenting down below, asking me questions, just saying hi, whatever helps, and subscribing if you are new and you're interested in the Italian language, a little bit of learning techniques, and sometimes we also talk about books. If you are into any of those things, consider subscribing. And that being said, let's get into the good stuff. So today we are going to be talking about negative sentences and questions. I want to start this video by saying that they are both very easy, but we are going to start with the most difficult ones that are the negative sentences. Let's get into it. What am I waiting for? So the negative sentences are, as said, fairly easy, but also the most difficult of the two types of sentences that we're going to see today. As English does, Italian does need a particle that indicates a negation. In English, we have not, and in Italian, we will have the particle non. Non just means not or no. In contrast with English, Italian does not use any auxiliary verb in the formation of a negative sentence. So in English, for example, I would say, I do not speak Chinese. Io non parlo cinese. In Italian, the only thing that we do need is the non that is going to be placed right before the verb. And that is literally all of it. But there is one pretty big difference when it comes to, Italian and English. Italian does not mind a double negation, even though logically a negation plus a negation would be a positive. In Italian, we do want the negation. With words like never or no one or nothing, all of these verbs can be placed with a negative sentence using non. What do I mean by that? For example, we have the sentence, I never eat fish. In English, clearly, we do not need the negation, so the auxiliary plus the not, so do not, because we do have another word that conveys the negation. Never. Never is a negative word. In Italian, though, we need the double negation for it to make sense. The structure that we need is this. The subject, that can be explicit or implicit, then the negation, the negative particle, then the verb, and then another negative word. I never eat fish will become io non mangio mai il pesce. Mai is never. The other negative words are nessuno, no one, and niente or nulla, that means nothing. So another example would be io non conosco nessuno alla festa. I don't know anybody at the party. The same structure is used in the present tense, just like in any other tense at the past or at the future. Non ho conosciuto nessuno alla festa. I didn't meet anybody at the party. Or io non andrò mai a una festa. I will never go to the party. It doesn't matter what verb tense you are using, the structure of the negative sentence is always the same. Yes, it's true. I said that we do need the double negation, but of course it depends on the meaning that we want to give to a certain sentence. So if I want to say, I don't know everybody, I will just say non conosco tutti. Tutti is everybody. So we have the negation, we have the negative words that we can use if you want to give the negation a specific meaning. And this is really everything you need to know about the negations. If I had to give you another example, it could be questa mattina non mi sono svegliata tardi. Mi sono svegliata alle 6 e non mi sveglio mai a quell'ora se non il martedì. When it comes to questions, really, these sentences are even easier. Questions without the 5 W's that we are going to go through. Except for those cases, the questions are really like positive sentences with a question mark at the end. So, for example, I could say, you speak Chinese, parli cinese. But I could also say, do you speak Chinese, saying, parli cinese? If you do know a little bit of Spanish already, the questions work exactly the same way. You just add a question mark. Not before, just after. When speaking to a native speaker, you will understand if they're asking a question by the context, the intonation, and the way they look at you, because if you don't answer, they're going to be like, when it comes to the words that are referred to as the 5 W's, I think I'm going to do a short about this too, so they have their own little space. But we have cosa, that is what, chi, that is who, quando, that is when, dove, that is when, perché, that is why, and maybe we also have quale, that is which. When you have these words, you simply put them at the very beginning of the sentence. So to say, which language do you speak? Quale lingua parli? What do you eat for lunch? Cosa mangi per pranzo? So as you can see, it is very, very easy. You just put these words before the affirmative sentence, basically. Anyway, this is really it. This is everything you need to know about the negatives and the questions in Italian. Oh, and actually, before I go on with my final greetings, your homework will be to write in the comments down below at least 2 negative sentences and 2 questions, with or without the 5 W's. So yeah, I really want to see those. I really want to see at least 2 and 2. There is some of you who actually comments down below every time, and if you do not want to do it publicly, I think you can message me. I am going to verify that, or you can just email it to my email address down below and I will correct it. Anyway, this is it for real this time. Grazie per aver guardato questo video. Come sempre metti mi piace, commenta qui giù e iscriviti se sei nuovo, se questo video ti è stato utile, se hai imparato qualcosa. E sì, detto questo, come sempre è stato un piacere e noi ci vediamo molto presto nel prossimo video, ok? Ciao ragazzi!